Welcome back, everyone. This is Chris again with Virtual Firearms Association, and today what we have in store is finding those sights that are actually on your firearm, finding those rear sights as well as those front sights, and also talking about the importance that they are just when it comes to being as accurate as possible. When you are firing your weapon, you want to make sure or ensure that those shots that you are firing are actually hitting exactly where you are intended on laying those shots. If you find yourself shooting your gun and the shots are going to the left, going to the right, going up, down, or pretty much going anywhere where it's not intended, or you also are Kentucky windaging the firearm in which you're favoring your shots over there to the right with hopes that they'll probably land in the middle, you need to pay attention to this video on finding those sights and finding out the importance that it is just when it comes to just being as accurate as possible. Stay tuned. We got a lot in store. Let's go ahead and talk about it. Sight alignment is the process of lining up the front and rear sights of a firearm so that they are properly related to each other and to the target. It's especially important in handgun shooting because of the shorter distance between the sights. For perfect sight alignment, the front sight post should be centered in the rear sight's notch, groove, or aperture, level across the top, and have equal spacing on each side. The top of the front sight post should also be even with the top of the rear sight. Once the sights are aligned, you can achieve a proper sight picture by putting the sights into the proper relationship with the target. To do this, you can adjust your field of view so that it only encompasses the front sight, leaving the rear sights and target blurry. Your main focus should be on the front sight, which should be crisp and clear, while the rear sight and target are just a little blurry. Keep that in mind for accurate shooting. Another key aspect when it comes to accurate shooting is making sure you hold that gun as firm as possible, not to the point in which your hand is actually starting to change colors or the hand and the firearm is actually starting to shake in your hand, but a good firm position or good firm handshake is equivalent to how you should be holding your firearm. And also remembering those rear and front sights, because I guarantee you one thing, if you're missing one or you're missing the other, it's not going to matter which one you actually do properly, because both of those go hand in hand. Make sure you keep your gun or your hand on the firearm as firm as possible, with you remembering equal height and equal light just when it comes to delivering those rounds down range. If you can keep that in mind and practice on working on that every single time you fire a weapon, I can assure you that each one of your shots will always go where it's intended on going. And you won't have to do any kind of Kentucky windage or any kind of trick shots to get your rounds where they are intended to go. Keep that in mind. Until next time.